Hi everyone, welcome to kot.eduhub. In this video, we'll be looking at how to maintain image quality in Microsoft Word. Before we zoom into the tutorial, let me briefly introduce images and why distortion mostly happens. There are two categories of images. We have the raster images and vector images. The raster images are pixel-based, which means they are resolution dependent. The higher their resolution, the better they appear when zoomed in. The raster images are the commonly used image types, with file types include the JPEG, the TIFF, the GIF, the PNG, and BMP. The vector images, however, are more consistent, and the image quality is independent of resolution. That is, no matter how you zoom it in, the image doesn't distort. And examples of file types for the vector images are the EPS and SVG. So what mostly happens is that most of these softwares and apps have maximum pixels per inch, which is the PPI, also known as the dot per inch, DPI, so above which the image can reduce in quality. A typical case is a reduction in image quality on WhatsApp. And Microsoft Word also has a default pixel per inch, which if not changed, can reduce the raster images in the Word document. So now that you are familiar with the types of images, let's check the image quality in Microsoft Word. But please note that your image should have a higher resolution and quality. That is, in Microsoft Word image settings do not enhance the image quality. It just tries to maintain what you insert. Just like the popular garbage in, garbage out. So now that you're familiar, let's go straight into the steps to enhance our image quality. Open Microsoft Word, right, and then on the menus bar, you go to File, click on File, and then you come down to Options, down there, and then on the Word Options panel display, you navigate to Advanced. Alright, so with the advanced options for working with Word, you scroll down and look for image size and quality. Alright, so there are two major things to note here. We have discard editing data, and then do not compress images in file, and then the default resolution. Alright, so we are much focused here on the do not compress images in file. What this means is that if you leave this unchecked, right, any image that you import into the Word document, that image, the standard, right, we have the default resolution here. So if that image is higher than the default resolution you have here, the image will be, the quality will be reduced to meet the resolution that you've set as default. So let me take it again. In this instance, my default resolution is 220 ppi. So in the event that I import or I insert an image with a higher ppi, say 300 ppi, into the Word document, that image will reduce in quality from 300 ppi to meet the default 220 ppi, right? And that is where you get a distortion. So it's mostly, advised that you increase the ppi. You can set it to 330 or high fidelity, all right, in most of the cases, all right. But it is mostly recommended that you check the do not, right, you keep this checked, do not compress images in file. So with that, no matter the image size or the ppi or dpi that is coming in into the document, you still get a maximum quality, all right. But the only con is that your file size will increase, right? You get a higher file size compared with using a lower DPI or PPI. But it's always recommended that you enhance your image quality, all right? You make sure that you get a maximum quality, especially for official use, and then those who work with manuscript, for higher resolution of images, right? So it's mostly important to check do not compress images in the file. So after that, you click on OK. All right, so that's basically the tips on how to check that settings. But one thing to add is that I mostly recommend to use the insert to insert images instead of drag and drop. All right, so it has its own pros and cons, right? But I mostly recommend that you use the insert to insert your images. So this is how to go about that. So first, you position your insertion bar where you want to insert the image, right? So in this case, I want to insert mine here. You go to the insert tab, right? Then under the illustrations groups of command, you go to pictures. All right, so here I have drop down. In most cases, you just go straight into your folder, right? But here I have a drop down that is insert picture from either my device, from an online, or a stock images. So let me choose this device. All right, so I'll navigate to the folder that has my device. All right, so in this case, let me pick this and then click on insert. All right, so nicely inserted. All right, so it's mostly good to go by this approach to get the maximum quality. So first, make sure you check do not compress images in file, and then use insert tab to always insert your images or pictures into the Word document, and you get a maximum resolution. All right, thank you for watching, and please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you get updates whenever I upload a new video. Thank you.